a dark pop artist from Melbourne. I started off in the metal scene when I was about 19, so before that I was studying science at La Trobe and I dropped out to be a musician. And it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, I'd say. I had no idea how to sing. I went and I found one of the best coaches in Melbourne, and she is an incredible opera singer. So I've been trained for about 6 years now, on and off. So yeah, it's been a very, very long journey. Started from metal, recently went solo into dark pop, and that's where I am today. I have an autoimmune disease, so I've got CFS and ME, fibromyalgia as well. So this can make it really difficult at times because if I have a crash, I can't walk and things like that, so I could be out for months or days or weeks, and I've had to teach myself how to walk probably hundreds of times over the past, 5-6 years. I've always had health problems my whole life, but it was really bad when I was 18, 19. It's already a really tough industry, but, having health problems on top of that has been one of my biggest challenges. But at the same time, I think it's taught me a lot about myself, and I don't, regret it, and I'm not angry for having health problems. I think I've learned a lot about my body and how to take care of myself, and also how to take care of other people as well. And I think everyone has their own challenges, so that was mine. Another big challenge was I didn't really have a lot of support growing up, so I felt like I kind of raised myself, and I was, I never really fit in anywhere. I always felt like I was weird. I was bullied in primary school, I was bullied in high school. I didn't really have a lot of friends growing up, and I felt, like I just didn't belong anywhere that I went. And so I think, finding music was kind of a muse for me. I felt like I belong wherever I am with music, whenever I'm like on tour or like I'm in the studio or I'm writing, it just makes me feel really fulfilled. So I'm really glad that I was able to find a passion. I think the first big tour I did with metal bands, I went on the Never Say Die tour around Europe. So that was a life changer for me because, for one, I've never played a show in my life. So my first show was in Germany in front of like 2,000 people, which was terrifying. Like, I was backstage and I was like, I'm going to, puke. I can't go out there. And I guess life is really on the other side of fear, because I went out there and as terrified as I was, I just had so much fun. And then by the end of it, I was like, oh my God, let's do it again. In the past year, I released my first EP. In order to record that EP, I actually sold my car. So dedication, right? Don't recommend it. Been walking everywhere for 3 years. It kind of led me to that point of getting more fans. And then recently I did a crowdfund for my latest album, which is coming out in a few months. And I knew nothing about crowdfunds. Like, when I went into it, a lot of people were warning me against it and not to do it. I was speaking to a friend of mine who's a comedian, and he went for 15K and he ended up getting 80 grand for a comedy special. So I was like, you know what? Regardless of what I get, I'm just gonna try. Like, I might as well try. It doesn't matter what people think. 14 hours a day on the computer for like 3 months straight, just like researching, designing this whole campaign. I didn't have anyone help me. I didn't know anything about it. Our goal was 5,000 in 30 days. And on the first day, we got like 3,600 or something. And then we hit the goal by day 6. So yeah, that was probably the biggest accomplishment of my life. And by the end of the campaign, by the end of the 30 days, we almost got 10 grand. So instead of doing a second EP, I was able to do an album. So that was a huge thing for me. Just recently got a new manager who is really, really awesome. Yeah, my album coming out within the next few months. We've got a music video now with the crowdfund and all this other stuff happening. So yeah, it's really taking off and I'm super excited about it.